Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, cool. Ladies, what's popping?
Perfect.
Y'all all right?
Goody.
All right.
Love, lust, and lies.
It's all the
Love,
same thing. So
lust, and lies. It's all the same thing? Hmm. So let's get down to this first and foremost, man. Do women like sex just as much as men?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's more.
You
yeah, I
sure?
think more.
Women more, but definitely women enjoy sex too. Yeah, I just
Two.
it's
Also,
something
more.
that
I'm
makes
asking
Two
more or
also,
less.
but I don't think more. No.
not yeah, I don't think more. I don't think more.
I think
But I think we can enjoy as much
women,
as y'all.
I think women do enjoy it more, and not necessarily off of self pleasure, but based off of the amount, based off of how much men like it. If
Say
that
it
makes
again.
sense.
Wait,
I
right.
believe that women like sex more, but a majority of it is not because of personal pleasure, but due to how much men like sex. So, like, women like
Okay.
it more because they want to satisfy the man. You get what I'm saying?
Meaning they're
So
not being
you
satisfied
guys,
themselves.
ho. So you saying women get joy out of the fulfillment of the man they attached to?
Yes.
How does that
Yeah.
account for casual sex?
You
So
see?
I
broadcast.
think women
That's
majority are just givers. So, being somebody that is, wants to be a pleaser, not necessarily always a receiver, they're okay with that more than a man would be.
Wait. Okay. So, but random niggas that they having sex with because he was cute, she enjoys pleasing him.
No, I'm not saying random. When I'm saying sex, I'm just saying sex in general. I'm not saying sleeping with random men. You can like sex more than a man and not have sex with random men. That doesn't mean you like it less because you're watching who you sleep with.
But well, what I'm looking at is the pleasing part.
Right. If you're having again, let's take out the random. We're not talking about randoms. We're talking about just sex. Most women, what they say, most women have sex with men that they like, correct?
Uh, I'm not sure. I know that the majority of sex that is had is casual.
But they have to like him, right? Isn't that what y'all said on a podcast before?
Oh, like you guys are invested in sex more than men.
Right.
So,
Hmm.
I, is it true?
I think that you have more repercussions as a woman.
Yeah, but since the repercussions are being removed, we
What
see that the
what's
levels of
what's being removed?
judgments, like man, for instance, body
Judgment is
count.
not being removed.
So yeah, so it's definitely being removed if you compare from years on in, right? So as an example, right, to be
Mhm.
scantily clad has always been a thing, but now everybody can do it, and we see a lot of it happening on social media. As an example, you have the growth of different
Majority
sexual
minority. Majority minority.
of people, women being scantily clad.
Yeah.
I think it's the minority, right?
Okay.
But what we're saying is the judgment for doing such things has
Hmm.
been lessened from years in the past,
I don't think so.
So, well, yeah, just based on even the acceptance of particular body count amounts, right? So, a woman having four bodies is like is abnormal, you know. So,
Fair.
in the earth, right? So, if a man hear a woman have less than a handful of bodies, most men are going to be maybe surprised, maybe even pleasantly surprised. That's all, right?
Four is a surprise.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, people are taken aback if you have less than four, right? So that's what I'm saying. You see, um, we had, and now this is small, right? So we had a slut walk 3 years in a row, as an example, and I think the world overall is less judgmental, right? And so you even see that, Tiff, if you take it outside of women and put it in the LGBTQ, right? People are seemingly accepting a whole lot more sexual abnormalities or promiscuity or sexual perversion. You see, that's all I'm saying. So, like, just generally speaking, things have loosened up. That doesn't make sense to y'all?
No, I'm following you, but I guess I'm also thinking that like there's a huge difference between like the gross, overkill that you're speaking of, but also when you compare it to like sexual empowerment, like that's a different thing because it's not about being a whore. Like sexual empowerment is about knowing your own body and being aware of the things, that make your partnership better when y'all are together. So it's more so knowing what to do and how to do it, but also, knowing the ins and outs of your own body because a lot of that stuff isn't taught in schools and in these books that we have.
Yeah,
So
we
that's,
here, right? Think about this.
but
Like the Judgment as an example. Candy Burris has made an industry out of women running around selling sex toys, pleasure apparatuses, mindfulness about body positivity and being sex positive and being right. All that stuff leads to the world just being less judgmental. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
not
before, would that
yeah,
be
because people are
acceptable?
talking about it. Yeah,
that's not true.
it's a conversation now.
What part is
Yeah.
not true?
No
But
But
problem.
the
that's why I
industry was
feel
already there.
No,
That's what I mean. Like
100%.
she didn't
But
jump into it.
she didn't create it, but we're just looking at the growth of such things and women being a part of
Right.
it in terms of
And
like
I agree.
leading it. We understand that pornography was always out there. You know what I'm saying? But like even
Right.
I don't know, it just are we so you guys think this is untrue, essentially? What do you guys think?
no, but that's why I'm saying like women do like sex more because it's bigger than just the pleasure that they're receiving. So whether they're
I have a
sexual in
question.
their look, whether they're sexual in their look, whether they're, just wanting like attention in a sexual way that doesn't always lead to insertion, whether it's so many things just under the being of sexual versus men is just sex for them.
Okay.
Well,
So you think that adds to women's enjoyment because it has the investment elsewhere on in the other person as well as
Right.
themselves.
There's just like women that
No, I'm
post
saying
pictures that they ask about.
is that what you're saying? I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What do you guys think? Des, do you think women enjoy sex better than men? More than men?
Yes.
Overall, the majority, you say?
No. I think I know women who just like the act of sex, and I know women who like sex for intimate closeness. But men like sex because they get their rocks off. Women like sex for closeness. Majority the women I know. I know I like sex for closeness.
I do think the goal is different. Intimacy for a woman is very different than just like this one. I don't want to say casual, but I don't believe that women can have sex like men. I don't. And in the sense of receiving like different energy, being with folks that you don't necessarily know, not being able to like discertain that this is casual. But also, I ain't been outside since 2007, so I might be a really bad what do you call it, like a sample. I
It's crazy. 2007? Jesus. How old are you?
I will be 46 April the 3rd.
Shut up. I'm thinking you in your 20s.
Girl, thank you.
Okay.
No, my son is 26. I'm actually texting him back and forth trying to get him to come to Atlanta with me. Like I have a 26-year-old. No, you know what? Pause. My son is 27. He just had a birthday. So I almost got a 30-year-old. Look at what
Okay.
this Tay is looking like. Yeah, I mean, I had him as a teen. I was a teen when he was born, but yeah, I love being a mom. But also, like, I get what you're
Come
saying.
on, come on, come on, come on.
I
Don't get
don't.
derailed, please.
Intimacy is amazing, Hamilton. Um, I find that when you like the person, it's better. It's more. For me personally, it takes some time to get comfortable with the person to really kind of like let it flow. There are just things that I personally would not be. It's not casual. in my opinion. I don't believe in casual sex. I don't think there's anything casual about connecting and you could maybe make a whole person out of it. Like, that's not casual.
Come on. We don't need
What
the.
you mean? Come on.
What I'm saying is, we don't need the platitude talking
It
about how
wasn't
righteous we
hard
are.
to. I told you
We
how
already know that we are
we know you
YouTubers,
like to
right?
go to people's rooms and keep your
So
shoes on. So the way
what
that you
I'm
feel about
saying
me
is,
and the
Tiff,
way that
we
I feel
gotta
about
keep
you,
it tall for a second. Like
we
we
keeping
don't
it tall.
we don't need the we righteous. Yeah, we get it. We YouTubers. We perfect. We ain't talking
Wear
about
our
us.
underwear on the outside. All
So
those things. Just because you decided to be loose
so
as a goose, you're not
do
gonna
y-
put no jacket on
do
me,
y'all think
Lucy.
that do you think that women like sex more than men? Yes or no?
No, I think it's the same.
What?
It's the same. If you have an
No,
intimate
who
with a
likes
person that
sex
is
more,
good,
you think? Men or women?
Men.
Men.
I say younger women, younger men, older women. Like a woman over, let's say 30, she understands what she's doing. It hit different. Younger people, younger men, eh, just because you're young and you got a lot of energy and stuff, like it's
We
different.
have energy now. They make hymns. They make
Sure.
the blue pill. They make the yellow pill. They got the shit at the
That's not
gas
energy.
station.
That's help. Those are steroids for sex.
What I'm saying is, men enjoy sex so much, we willing to take whatever pill is necessary, up to and including a gas station pill to perform.
Interesting. That is a very
That's why I'm
interesting.
saying I think men enjoy sex more than women. Men like it more than women. It is what it is. I don't care.
Why is what it
Yeah,
is,
because men
Callie?
get more out of it. Period.
There you go. They the ones chasing it all the daggone time. You mentioned the daggone pills and everything, honey packs, all this whole other shit. Men
And you
essentially.
don't need none of that as long as the stroke is
I,
right and
it,
the
it,
whisper is in. Your body go what it
all
say
right, I'm
go.
not talking.
It say tap in. Let's go. Whap whop. It
So,
happens. We don't need pills. You just need to be touched and stroked the right way.
but that actually proves the point that men want and like sex more, because men will do whatever they need to do to obtain it. Niggas that get a better job to get pussy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Oh my gosh, Ham. I'm gonna talk to you after the show.
yeah. So it just, I don't know. So then how, if men do like it more better, how do you guys account for the things that you guys hear? So I want to ask y'all, right? So as an example, we were talking about the herpes thing. We talked about the different disease that you've seen in like Houston, right? Like the syphilis outbreak as an example. Now we understand, I think a pushback would be, well, men don't go to the doctor, right? We understand that. However, the women that were going to doctors had the disease in mass that would look like us, right? You see what I'm saying? Right. Not even a comparison thing, just, and then you look at things like deletion, just because these are ways that you can kind of see women are having sex, right? And a lot of this sex is unintentional, right? Like there's no intention for that person. It's kind of just casual, right? So is it lust that's driving women, or what do you think is out there now? What's the
That's where I
mindset?
that's where I go with Mary, the attention aspect of it.
Okay. Oh, what?
Oh no. That's pretty much the beginning and the end of that shit is the attention. You get the male attention, male validation, whatever. I mean, it's fucked up, but that's the way that they see it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
It's the lies that's carrying it. The lies.
What you mean?
Like it's the lies more. Not even before even all the lust is the lies. Like niggas will tell you anything they want to hear to fuck. And if we in a certain mood, we gonna believe everything you say. And even if we don't believe it and know in the back of our head that you full of shit, we still might do it. Like,
yeah.
like
I'm a just bathe myself in this fantasy or whatever like that,
Why do
right,
so I
you
can
because
go
it
let
on
me
ahead
ask
and
sound
you
believe
guys
the
good.
lie.
let me ask you guys a real question, right? And I want everybody to answer the question I just posed. But let me ask you guys a question. Why do that to women?
Why do men do that to women?
No, why do you lean towards that to women? Like, why do you lean towards she's getting bamboozled or duped or she's fooling herself? Like, why do you guys hold on? Listen to the whole thing, right? Think about what that says about the mindset of women. So I wonder, why do you guys lean towards that?
If you
It sounds
listen
like you
to
do
what I
yourself a
said,
disservice.
but that's what I'm saying. If you listen to what I
Mhm.
said that we're accepting. We know, but we're accepting of it because it feels good in the moment. So it's not like we're trying to put off, oh niggas lie, that's why we do it. No, we're aware that niggas be lying. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. Like a man can only look at you and go strictly off your looks. He don't have nothing else to go off of.
But then why if you guys know, why is a reply after he doesn't have any intention for you? Niggas ain't shit. See, you see what I'm saying? That's the thing that is gives me cause for pause, right? So if women know that they're being hoodwinked, but they go with it anyway, you shouldn't get hoodwinked and knowingly and then say, niggas ain't shit. You see what I'm that doesn't correlate, you see? It's a contradiction.
I
Yeah,
guess so for the women
that's
that
not what
say
it
that.
is because you.
I mean, if women say that, then shit,
Mm,
I don't know why they say it. Because I'll tell you, I ain't shit. I ain't
well,
shit. Niggas ain't shit. We just
Mary
some
Berry,
ain't
I
shit
don't mean to
people.
cut you off. I think it's because in
I don't.
retrospect
I
you
just don't
expect
think
the
that's what.
man to take responsibility.
Say again.
I think in retrospect, you expect a guy to take responsibility after doing such a very important act of love and intimacy. Like I think the responsibility of it, you expect a man to be like be responsible for that woman after he just knocked her into next Tuesday. Like so we go together real bad now because you done pushed my cervix in.
Who's
Take
what?
Yeah,
responsibility.
we went together before you did that, sir. But for sure, we go together now. We go together.
What?
That's
We
what
go
I'm saying.
together.
Like when they say niggas ain't shit, it's because there's an expectation there that men will take responsibility after knocking the cheeks for that woman. It's almost like saying like, I kind of retract my statement. I had talked to a friend of mine. They said niggas make hoes because if you don't take responsibility for said woman, you're just putting her out there to try to get cuffed up by the next nigga, and then by the time she didn't get to nigga 50, she done out this hoe because nobody wants to take responsibility for her.
Do
So
you
stop fucking.
let me ask you a
Stop
question.
fucking people you don't want to be together with long term.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Do you who do and this is an old talking point, right? And I'm not trying to go down this route. I just want to get y'all understanding. Do women control access to sex in you guys' opinion?
Yes,
All the time.
Mm,
100%,
I
a
think
hundred
women
percent,
do control access to
Unless of
sex.
course. But
So
100%.
what do you mean?
so
Because we got the holes.
well I guess if you saying like she has sex with him, now it's an expectation that he takes care of her. I don't even understand that.
what do you mean take care of?
Huh?
Well,
What do
like
you
what Des was
So okay,
saying.
wait.
uh,
I just want to make sure I'm understanding. So we acting like women don't just have sex for fun? Is that the conversation? Is that the route we're going? Because
I don't think
y'all
so.
y'all just acting like because the man said we're having sex, we're having sex. But like, no, we choose no matter what that man say out his mouth, whether or not you want like that. That's the whole point of being empowered or choosing, right? Or not choosing. Just
mm,
like you can say
But
no, just like you can say yes. But
But
more
that wasn't
times
the
than
notion
not,
Tay,
that's not the context they said though, Tay.
go back would
hey
be like
guys, real quick, Tiff, before you finish, all of you guys' mics aren't great, right? So you have to give each other like grace before you jump in, right? Because what is happening is like Tay has a tad bit of lag, and then the mics are getting drowned, and they're all, and I'm not even exaggerating, all you guys' mics are bad. I'm not even talking shit.
sorry.
Dez probably has the best one, but it's not great. So just let the other person kind of completely finish so that we don't walk over each other. And again, I wasn't saying women control access to sex to pigeonhole y'all. I asked that question for you guys to continue to explore what it is we talking about concerning lust and giving women giving their bodies to men, right? Because if that be true, Now, how do we process the information in the conversation? Go
The
ahead.
biggest thing is, I think, with women just in general experiencing the same thing from different men. Because let's be real, yes, men, the approach is the same for the most part. The offers are the same for the most part. So I believe the ain't shit part that you're speaking about comes in. It comes in when a man is promising you things that he's not gonna stand on. And it could be that time where you're believing him. You're believing him, you're following him, and you're doing what you think you should be doing because let's be real, a very, very tiny amount of men say up front, hey, I just want to fuck and that's it. That a very small amount of men are really like upfront. They're not all like that. And that's usually older men on top of that are very upfront, like, hey, I don't want nothing serious. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So the ain't shit part comes in when the men are feeding the lies and women are going with it because, again, I think we talked about on a podcast previously, it's like you're acting like a boyfriend, you're acting like her man, but then you don't want her to think that you her man. Like it doesn't make sense. So then when you do something
What
fucked
is
up,
he
it's like,
doing?
nigga, you ain't shit. They're acting like they're your man.
Wait, so how is he your man? Like, aren't you single until you married?
Yes. But what I'm saying is the ain't shit part. That comes from men that are acting like your man, never really specifying what they don't want, and then carrying on like you're in a relationship. Then most men try to control what you do to make sure you're not fucking with other niggas, but then you go fuck off. So now you not shit.
I know Hamp ain't just try to act like people don't be boyfriends.
Courting or anything like that. Don't act like the premarital sex don't
Yeah,
happen
you
and you
single
get
until you
married
married.
afterwards, Hamp.
I guess what I'm asking is, right, I'm just talking about lust, right? We're talking about because the majority of sex that's had is casual, right? And that's what
Mhm.
I'm just listening for what makes women do it because essentially he ain't shit because you giving him the best parts of you without commitment. You see, so you calling a person ain't shit, but you don't have any real commitment, right? Except for just words, right? But wouldn't the action be something a little bit more substantive than we go together? That's all I'm saying. If
Well,
or
no,
are women are sex not that valuable overall? Is it just lust?
no. Mary
I think
just
sex is
described the whole thing about
valuable.
you're acting like you're a boyfriend. She just described that whole
Explain
thing.
what
You're
that
acting like
means.
the action is there.
Explain
All
what that
right,
means.
so like, all right, so we going out, we talking on the phone all the time. You you go on dates and everything like that. Motherfucker, put your arm over the shoulder type shit when we go out together and everything like that. Kissing on the motherfucking mouth. Like, come on, man, stop acting
You
like you
meet a
don't know
nigga,
what boyfriends do.
you meet a nigga family and shit. You
That
bring around
Telling
his
you all that
boys and
stuff.
shit.
What
that's a
sexy red
little
say? We go together. Tell the niggas we go together. Like at some point,
Right.
we
Like
together.
realistically, in my big age, of course I know the difference realistically.
so
But
I
what I'm
think
saying
all
is
right,
the
let me
way that
say
men
this
are
now.
dishing it out.
You guys are making correlations, right? Without discussion. So
Yeah.
what if I told you, if I was out on a first date, right, and all that,
Mm-hmm.
I used to hold hands all the time. They
We
be
ain't talking
so
about
On
no
the
first
first
date.
day,
Stop,
I'm
stop
talk
it, Ham.
listen to what I'm saying, right? I'm saying on a
I need a
first date,
cigarette.
right? And that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have a lot of experience. It's fine, right? But on a
you
first date,
forward.
I literally hold hands on the first date. Do you know how like they be so like what you see what I'm saying? But niggas just like she cute, she whatever, right? You wanted to make her feel comfortable. I make sure she walking on the inside and all that. Open the door. Shit. Now I ain't kissing on the lips. Now that's crazy.
You know, you told somebody that wasn't her life. I will never forget that.
Oh well, you talking that's what I'm saying. You can't be honest around niggas, right?
How,
So,
I'm just saying,
but
like
I'm just
somebody
saying, right? But what I'm saying,
that ain't your life. Highly offended.
the reason why I'm saying that is right. Y'all making correlations with gestures, right? But there's no agreement between the two.
But you understand that most women are out here just
But
throwing
I
it.
just told you that I will hold her hand on the first date. If you
Because
saw
you
that, would you
already
experience?
ain't.
Wait, Tip, come on, because you jumping in, right, and it's unnecessary. Let's hear the whole thought first, right? So if you saw that, would you correlate that those people go together? Callie said he put his arm around her, but we've seen every movie since time immemorial. Niggas do what in the movie theater? Yawn and put his arm around her. So now they go together. You
We
see
ain't
what I'm
talking about no
saying?
first date stuff, Hamp. Why you
No,
keep
you
bringing
no,
up
you
like
don't. You
first?
don't get that, but you don't get to move the goalpost to where you wanted to be. That says
You
that
moved
those
it to first date.
no, because I'm telling you that these things that you said can happen on a first date. So does that mean we go together? Because the
I don't.
gesture is not what defines it. You have to have agreement, right?
So it
Oh
depends on
my
the
God,
woman you dealing with. There's
you moved
there's
it to
women
first
out
date.
there.
Y'all might
There's
need to be
women.
equipped because his no, hold on, because
No, because
here's I'm
nobody's talking
asking,
about
but here's
just
the
the
thing,
gesture on the first date
real,
make us go
real,
together. Nobody
real
said
quick,
that, but you did
real
that.
quick. But you say a gesture says that he's doing the things that boyfriends do, right? I'm simply telling you that these things can happen early on in the relationship. So do you correlate it at that point? You have to have agreement amongst two people. You can't just say he's doing boyfriend things, right? That doesn't make sense to me, right? If you want, because then you call a person ain't shit, but you don't have agreement amongst two people. That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I
But
mean?
it's not saying they're not saying that they have an agreement. They're saying he's giving out boyfriend treatment, which a lot of men do from
What is that? You see them, the Sherelle.
boyfriend.
I understand what you're saying, right, Sherelle? I'm saying that's the crux of the matter, right? There's an expectation, but nobody has conversed about it. You see?
But when you think about, for instance, so now in this time, right?
Go
So
ahead.
when you meet somebody, the first thing that people should be discussing, what are you looking for? So my thing is, anybody that's trying to
Tiff,
just
you got to
have
stay out
sex,
the
like,
chat, Tiff. You have to. All right, seriously, because you're not in tune with the convo. So stay out the chat for me, please. Go ahead, Mary.
and anybody that's just casually having sex, I wouldn't expect you to want to be out in public with me, holding my hand, taking me on a date publicly, if what you're set on is something casual, if that makes sense. So to me, something that where you're looking for something more, that is the public dates, that is the public interaction, that is
Sure.
the the outings, the spending crazy money on whatever, things like that. Like, to me, that is somebody that is interested in more than something casual.
That's and so
But it
you
literally means
forget.
nothing to y'all. And we have to learn that the hard way.
So that's the thing, right? So Sherelle, right? And it's not about nothing, right? It's about what how the person treats themselves, right? So now if a person is being nice, right, is being chivalrous, right? It's being tied to something, but there has to be buy-in amongst two people, right? So, like for instance, if I go out on a date, I'm gonna go to restaurants that I eat at. You see, so generally speaking, I don't. If I'm going out, like if let's say I'm dressing up like semi-casual, I probably go to like a steak. I like steak a lot, so I go to steak houses mostly. And in DC, you got a bunch that are decently like upper echelon. And right, you expect the bill to be a couple $100s, but that mean I love her?
No, that's not girlfriend treatment. Are you bringing them to sit with your mama and
See,
watching football
see,
on Sundays
but
with your
but
bro?
really, you see what I'm saying, right? Because Mary said if you do all these things, now it's like, oh, but you treat me. I'm like, no, I just like eating here.
But why I'm with your mama?
Well,
And why you
see,
telling me you love me? Because y'all know y'all say that shit too.
okay,
Early, fast, first. A lot
Mhm.
of times.
Men
Okay,
do
Yes.
love bomb.
Y'all are quick to be like, oh my God, I love you. Yes. They out here dropping the L bomb quick.
so, but it's just interesting, right?
First
That
30 days, they in
like
love.
this is what interests me most, right? Essentially, is that it's you can be called out your name or be insulted because you guys get to determine what girlfriend boyfriend treatment is, and then because you never had a real conversation with said man about what expectations are amongst you, now he gets insulted, or even her for that matter, right? But if there's no agreement, how are we putting expectations on somebody, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, don't you set expectation with your kids? Or otherwise, they say, I ain't know you meant that. I ain't know you said I can go to the park
Hmm.
after dawn. You know what I mean? Like, you got to say, bring your $5 ass in at 8:05. I don't give a damn what Jeremy doing. I don't care if the street light don't come on till 8:20. You come home at 8:05, right? Because the street light always come on at the same time for the most part until they don't, right? And so that's why you got to say, bring your $6 ass home at 8:05.
But that's
That's
when they
all I'm
hit you
saying.
with the
Right.
with what's understood don't have to be explained. So you act like
Yeah, because that's when a nigga don't want you and nobody else.
you act like I don't show you how I feel about you. You
Mhm.
worrying about titles so you can impress these other people. It's niggas all day.
That's why you gotta be clear. You gotta be clear. Like, hey, what you looking for? That's it. That's the first question. What you looking for? You're not looking for nothing. Okay, cool. Me neither.
And
And we
we're
can
not
carry
gonna act.
on. Like
And we
that's who ain't gonna ask.
That's what. Hold on.
No, I'm saying, and we're not going to act like women aren't gullible and easily manipulated too. If you're a snake charmer and you could talk a bitch about her draws, she gonna come about them panties, hoping and wishing in Delulu land. And we're not gonna act like men don't send women on a first class ticket to Delulu land.
Then y'all be picking the the help. Y'all like niggas like fucking with the help. So y'all
Wait,
like
what?
dealing. So this is what I mean. This is what I mean by the help. Y'all like being Captain Saberhoes to them females that have not experienced nice shit. So like the smallest thing will wrap a woman up real quick. So like if you holding her hand, she gonna be like, "Oh, we go together." You opening doors for her. "Oh, we go together." "Oh, you take her to a 5-star restaurant." "Oh, we go together." And then y'all wonder why she crazy. Y'all took a girl that ain't never experienced nothing, ain't never had nobody be nice to her, don't know what the hell manners from a man is. And then y'all like, "Oh, why is she crazy? Because I just took her a couple places and was nice to her." Nigga,
That's
what
their
you
favorite
think?
ones. Matter of fact, half the other day tried to make an example out of me in Discord and was saying you got to get these girls that come from humble beginnings because you can impress them, bring them to a steakhouse, buy them the most expensive steak.
Dead ass.
Their whole
Look,
world gonna change. They gonna worship the
Yeah.
ground you walk on. Y'all gotta
let
get
me.
these girls from
Oh,
humble beginnings. That's their favorite. They can't wait
Yeah.
to show.
what?
So
Let me
No,
say.
but
They,
let
they
me
want. They,
see.
want- they want to. They want to be able to teach you something.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They want to be able to like laugh it up with the motherfucker that know how to melt government cheese and shit. Ain't had
Yeah.
Sargento in her life.
Yep. And then be wondering why she's so damn crazy. Cause you don't want her to be Captain Saberhole over there, and you over here picking up goddamn Cinderella and
They want
shit.
meet girls in the projects to pay her rent for a year. Your
So
rent
yo,
Right.
fellas,
$25
fellas, just be
$50,
a
baby.
dickhead. Just be a dickhead because it'll be misconstrued seemingly.
It's misconstrued all the time. My husband has great manners. When I tell you the women that be double taking, like, "Oh, such and such," and then they see me come around the corner, like, "Oh, you married? Hold on." I'm telling you, manners from a nigga get you could get you.
And men being nice will really make you think they like you. Like if they're nice and chivalrous, and some men just like that.
Yo, do
Nah,
y'all
I'm not.
understand? Let me stop for a second, okay? This is recording. Do y'all hear what y'all saying? Like, yo, it's like y'all literally if it's like if he being nice, y'all red flagging him like, oh, so
It's not a red flag. It's just you don't
you
know
can't
what
say
that
that and then say
means.
what you said before. You
Have some
can't say that.
decorum.
I ain't saying
Act
it's
like
not
you've been
negative.
somewhere before is
But
what they
he
saying
It's
here.
only negative when you being
Desi,
malicious about it and you doing it on
hold on,
purpose.
really, if you don't mind. You know what I mean? Desi. Y'all describing, yeah, Tay, they with you. All these women here, they with you. Yeah. If being nice, y'all go together. Callie say,
No, we
if
said
you
y'all watch your
hold
No.
on, let
husband.
me finish. Y'all done enough, to be honest. Callie say he put his arm around her. Now they go
You know, I
together.
said more than that. I said many things. Okay.
I'm just
And it
saying,
wasn't
but
just your
y'all,
arm around, and then you wanna regulate it down to a first date. Well, he put his arm around on the first date, so that mean they go together too.
because
No.
you named a gesture that can happen at any time. So now they go together. See, that's
Okay,
dangerous.
I didn't think we were being like, just straight up just
Callie,
just
you got
ignorant.
you got mad kids, right? Do
I only got
X
3.
it's a lot.
I know we ain't talking about mad kids, but
Don't bring up
continue.
old shit. Now, do expectations have to be agreed upon?
Yes.
Yes.
Lex, why are they heaping expectations on these men that they just dating without having a conversation first?
First of all, howdy.
Huh.
Hey, Lex.
Second, um, I, I know we talking serious, but we not talking serious.
Yeah,
came up
I
here.
couldn't help myself. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See, and people, things like that. See, I mean, why put it on them if they just gonna, do it anyway? Like, because a lot of men are gonna acquiesce. There's a privilege. They want to be part of it too. They want to get some love. They want to be.
Now,
So,
Lex, here's the fly shit, right?
okay.
The women said that women control access to sex, right? There's also a couple of women who said that women enjoy sex more than men. So if those two things be it true, and we're assessing lust, why talk bad about these men that they getting with if women control access and they like sex more than men? That don't even make sense. Per the ladies, that's what they said.
A lot of shit don't make sense.
Right. I was about to say that a lot of stuff don't make sense, man. I can't even call it.
Yo, y'all gotta
What you
help me.
said? Nah. What you said, him? Y'all, you scrolling through your phone late night, and you'll still hit the ugly bitch.
Oh, back in the
If
day,
nobody else answer,
when
that
you
don't make sense.
yeah,
No.
See,
It does make sense. It does make sense. The sense of it is she's the only one that will answer. That makes all the sense.
I
If
got
you
a
only
drink.
got peanut butter
But he
and
not
jelly,
attracted to her.
Don't
but if
try
you
to
only
use
got
us
peanut
as
butter
an
and jelly,
excuse to
you're gonna
drink. You
imagine that it's
wanted
a
to
space.
drink anyway.
For a man, vagina doesn't have a face. It's a new pair of walking shoes, buddy.
Men definitely love sex more than women. Men are always in the mood. Mad, sad, somebody just died, they got shot. They'll try to fuck you in the hospital. They always on go. Women, but we moody, oh my God, I don't know.
Did
We
you
had a full moon tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, hell no. Fuck this attitude out of me.
Women
walking
be like,
shoes? You
You
gotta
better
have
change my mood.
I need to go charge my crystals tonight, and
What's wrong
all
with that?
these men ain't never got an excuse.
Not too much on charging the crystals because you're supposed to do it on the new moon, full moon.
Listen,
You can like grid out your house. But what we do?
Her
Start
husband
no
trying to get it
fun.
on, and she got to bring them crystals outside.
Nah.
Hold on.
Two.
My crystals. I need to charge my crystals and collect my
I
moon
sound
water.
crazy, bro.
not
If
me.
you
Shit.
don't let that mystical
Make
get
it a
on and
whole
get
house.
on. I promise you want me to charge these. You want that manifestation.
This might be risky.
He dropped his soul.
Y'all know
Y'all, what is
off the
happening?
show is insane. But my
What
comment
is
was for the
happening?
majority
What
of
is
men, not all men.
Okay, help me understand though, because y'all lost me. I'm lost.
Who's lost?
I was adding to the notion that men
me.
like sex more than women.
I hear me,
because
but
women are
who's lost?
more selective.
No, they were saying more so men are always in the mood, women
Yeah, I
are
was saying that, and she's saying because they're more selective. Women are more selective, and I was saying is that they always in the mood. Men,
Nah, I think
unless they can't get it up because they done did something. That's the only time a man won't have sex if his thing is malfunctioning.
Hold on, because as a woman that I'm on that perimenopausal tease that when they say as you get older, women enjoy it a little bit more. Put your shoulders away, sir. It's a very true statement. Yeah, he got his shoulders out. Put them shoulders
out.
But
beloved,
when they say it get greater later, believe that. We don't hit the wall ever. Ain't no wall to hit.
Oh my
Coach Tay,
God.
Coach Tay, am I correct in saying there's no wall as long as the woman is being treated well and the man knows what's going on with her partner?
She just talking like
I'm
I
not.
know I know an old head that said, "Ain't no greater feeling than a piece of new pussy," and that's for men. I don't never hear no female say, "Ain't no greater feeling than a new penis."
Yeah.
And if you got a
I
G
think
Unit
like
mix-up
that.
on,
They be making songs like I ain't got no type. I wish I could every girl in the world.
Oh, Jamie Foxx, sex, the song sex all
oh,
the time,
nah,
sex
y'all just
everywhere I
saying
go.
They
stuff.
wanna do midgets, people that's tall.
They
They
just
wanna
Damn,
do
midget.
Down syndrome girls. There ain't never been a woman that's like, I want to do a Down
Down
syndrome
syndrome sex
they,
is
dance.
trending
they
on
just
For
TikTok.
real.
Down
Down
syndrome
syndrome,
sex is
sis.
yo,
Stop.
Trending
Log
on
off.
TikTok.
they just
Where the
saying
girls
words.
Down
go
syndrome
down
Log
booty.
off
TV.
for real.
Down syndrome
You're done.
booty.
Yo, they just saying words. They just saying anything.
Uh-uh.
They're just talking. This is amazing to
Really
me.
playing
Like
in our face tonight.
I'm not sure
Look,
what to
it's
do
saying
with
right now.
this.
I'm looking at TikTok right now. It says syndrome is down, but the ass is up, and she's twerking on
Yo,
TikTok.
is that
I
Nate?
saw that
Who
too. I
said
saw
that?
that too. And them niggas in them
That
comments was
is, and them niggas in the
going
comments like,
crazy.
I would smack that Down syndrome up.
Wow.
Hey,
No.
y'all sound crazy. Y'all just up here just saying stuff.
Even Mr.
That's
Fantastic
your
said
species.
he have to do before he get in
That's your
a
species of
relationship. He got
human.
to do a midget. He got to do a girl that's taller than him.
Okay. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the
The
most.
most.